Hey there, super excited to share with you the secrets that's turning quiet conversations into steady referrals. So let's do this, shall we? So I just wanted to share this framework with you because I know as introverts, we have our own way of connecting with people. And typically what we like to do is we like to connect with folks on a one-on-one type of interaction or in a small group. So with that said, I wanted to give you 3 surefire ways that you can turn these quiet conversations that you have in this setting into steady referrals. Okay? So the first thing I wanted to share is the importance of being intentional. Now, I'm sure when I say that, what does that mean? What being intentional mean? It comes down to really knowing exactly who you want to talk to, okay? If you're going to a networking event, whether it be virtual or in person, who are you looking for? Are you looking for clients? Are you looking for referral partners? Because when you think of referrals, they may not necessarily be just clients. These could also be people that you could collaborate with that could have the same ideal client as you, but you provide a different product or service. So it's imperative for first and foremost that you have the right intentions on knowing exactly who you want to serve and how you want to serve them. So you can help connect with them and make sure that you're asking the right questions to really build that connection. Because I know that as introverts, we like purposeful type of conversations. We're not really wanting to sit around and talk about the small talk, about who won the game, the weather, the traffic, getting there. We really want to have those purposeful type of conversations that are going to help us expand our network and really level up our business and do it in a collaborative type of way. So making sure that you know exactly what your intention is when you go to networking events or interacting with people, working to get podcasts, interviews, doing podcast swaps, all of that is going to really be imperative for you to know exactly what your purpose is. And last but definitely not least is the power of the one-liner. I absolutely love this because it really allows you to tell the other person that you're interacting with who you're looking for, how you serve them, and the benefits that you provide when it's done the right way. So really making sure that you have that one-liner that puts all of that juicy information in so that you immediately can build that connection and know exactly if there's some synergy in what you guys provide. I can recall a time when I was doing my Network Like an Introvert event and 2 ladies were talking to one another and they had so much synergy in what they offered that because of that one-liner that they created, they were able to really decide just by them saying their one-liner, I help whoever your target market is get transformed to whatever the desired result that you want them to have. Being able to say that in a way that can really resonate with somebody more so than just saying, oh, I'm a consultant. It was just night and day with that. So make sure that you have that one-liner to be able to truly resonate with referral partners. The second thing I wanted to share with you is really important, and it's really just understanding what's in it for the other person that you're interacting with. I know oftentimes we have a lot of, really as humans, we are all about self, right? Instead of being all about self when you're interacting with people and working to get referrals, find out what would be something that the other person would want. How can you be of a benefit to them? Because when you do it that way, when you're actually providing that other person value and they're not even spending money with you, it resonates with them so much better to the point that they want to reciprocate that value for you. So you're more likely to truly connect when you find out what the other person wants and be able to give it to them. So if you can find a way to provide value by asking questions and finding out what the other person needs and being of service to them first, they will definitely be of service to you as well. So make sure you identify what the person wants. And one way that I love doing that is just asking them. We have what's called wish list interviews that I do within my community just to find out how can I make their lives easier in the community that I provide for introverts. How can I help them get to their desired promised land faster? Or what things are they looking for that will really help them systemize their processes that will allow them to take that time off and spend the time that they desire with their family? Because oftentimes they're building their business so they can be in control of their time, their energy, and their finances. So finding ways that I can help them get to their their desired promised land, it's definitely going to be a benefit to them. So secondly is what's in it for them. So we talked about being intentional, knowing exactly who you're looking for, how you can help them, and finding out what they need, and then being of service to them. So last and definitely not least, I wanted to give you the third thing that I wanted to share with you is first and foremost the power of follow-up. When you're interacting and building relationships with folks, this is not something that's done overnight. It's a process. So you want to take the time to develop the process by interacting with the person, getting to know them, and spending time with them in different settings so you can continue to grow and expand your business. Because the better you know the person, the more likely that they're going to refer you and be more top of mind. So make sure that you're taking the time to develop the relationship and not be expecting something to be a one and done type of thing. You met them on Thursday and they're going to instantly refer folks to you on Friday. It doesn't work that way. So put the time in to really get to know folks and expand your network so you can have a healthy flow of referrals in addition to having some other means to get leads too. Because I'm a firm believer that you don't want to put all of your eggs in one basket. You want to make sure that you have multiple ways that you're getting leads, and this referral thing can help you, but you want to also have other ways that will help you build and expand your business as well. So what I would love for you to do, and you guys know I do this all the time, is I would love for you to share this video with 3 of your friends, and then as a means to provide value for watching this video, I want to give you the opportunity to determine what your scalability factor is. So I'm going to put a link to a quick quiz that you can find out what your scalability factor is, and we can connect so I can share with you what the quiz is, based on the answers that you've given, what that means and how that can help you grow and expand your business. So check out that link down in the description. I definitely want to provide that value to you today. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.